These are the plaintiffs, Sarah Donahoe and Robert Nelson. Sarah says the defendant, their neighbor, left their house one day and dented their car. That's right, the childish man kicked their car out of anger, leaving them with $2,000 worth of damage, missed work, and pain and suffering. And that's just what they're suing for today. This is the defendant, Edward Petruka, Jr. He says the plaintiff, Robert Nelson, pushed him out of anger during an argument they were having, and he fell into the car. The damage was the size of a dime, for crying out loud, and now they're trying to make a federal case out of it. Simply put, the plaintiffs have a lot of money problems, and they think they can cash in by blaming him for something he didn't do. He's accused of losing it on a car.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiffs say the defendant kicked their car out of anger and damaged it bad. But the defendant says the male plaintiff pushed him into the car, so it's his fault. It's the case of when push comes to shove.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Sarah Donahoe
Yes, Your Honor.
and Robert Nelson?
That's correct.
You are suing Edward Petruka for $2,000 in damage, pain and suffering, and missed work because, according to you, he damaged your car intentionally. What happened?
There was a verbal argument that we
How
had.
did you all know each other?
We're neighbors.
Okay, but were you friends also?
We were.
All right.
And then at one point,
Who was he friends with both of you or one of you?
Both of us.
Okay.
there was some problems, and
What were the problems?
there was just drama between everything. Other neighbors.
Like what?
Typhus called,
Yeah.
Wait.
stuff like that.
Who called Dyfus on who?
We don't know.
You think he did?
I have no idea.
Him or
That's
the other
the
neighbor.
Department of Children and Family Services, whatever you
Was
call it in
involved,
your
yes.
state. And
Yes.
go ahead.
We told Mr. Petruska that we did not want to speak with him anymore.
Because you thought he did?
Yes.
Okay.
Or involved with the other party that did.
Okay.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
One.
How old?
She'll be 5.
Okay.
She's 4.
And the call was claiming what?
What was there? That?
Abuse. I left my child at home alone,
Yes.
stuff like that. It wasn't true.
That
Okay,
was-
so they
yeah.
came, they investigated, they closed it.
Yes.
Close it.
Okay, go on. So he comes over, you have an argument about it because either you feel he made the call or he's associating with somebody who did.
Yes.
And then what?
We told him to leave. We did not want him on our property.
What was he doing over there?
I have no idea.
He didn't know you knew?
I guess he came to address the situation between him and the other lady, I guess.
Okay.
And started asking me questions. I said, I told you not to come on my property anymore. You're not welcome here.
What kind of questions was he asking?
Just like, why do you think that I called and some
Okay,
other
so you want to
situations?
discuss it, you don't want to discuss
Yeah.
it, and what happens?
So I told him to leave, and I said, I'm shutting the door now. I shut the door. He persisted in knocking on the door heavily. I said, I opened the door once more. I said, Ed, if you don't leave now, I'm going to make you leave. I shut the door, and he hit the door again. I proceeded to open the door. I pushed him down the steps. I shut the door to get my sneakers on. By that time, he kicked the front panel of her car.
Hold on. How many steps are, when you say pushed him
3.
down the steps, 3 steps?
3 steps, yeah.
How far from the last step is the car?
20
6 feet.
20
No,
or
about
6?
6
Do you have a
feet.
picture?
No, it was 6
About
feet.
6 feet from the
It's
deck.
6 feet.
It was.
No.
Then what happens?
I came outside, and he's running down the street.
Running down the street.
Yeah.
So what is it he had done to your car? Do you have a picture?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. We also have a police report as well,
Yeah.
stating that he actually kicked our car.
Can I see the police report?
Absolutely.
So what happened?
Well, it isn't like what they're saying.
So you tell
What
me your
happened
version.
was I went to go talk to him about some issues which we did have in the past. Had nothing to do about no Dyfus, nothing like that. We was friends, so he even came over and talked to me about his Dyfus issue, and he knows whatever was going on with his Dyfus issue with other people where they live at. It was issues that they caused with other people. So what Dyfus happened was between them. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay, so what were you there at his house, and what was the problem that day?
That day, I went over there to speak with him about the issues that was going on around
Which
there.
was what?
which was about
it
him
wasn't Dyfus,
no,
what was it?
Which what it was about was about him getting in trouble all the time and blaming me. So his girlfriend, him totaling his girlfriend's
Wait,
car.
no, I'm sorry. Him getting in trouble all the time. You have to be
Yeah,
more
like
specific.
we went out to a bar quite a lot. We used to hang out, go to the bar. He used to always get kicked out of the bar instantly, a few times, not allowed back to the bar again.
On account of what?
On account of him threw a dart, hit a girl on the neck as soon as we walked in. Like, violent. Like, we went out to a club to go clubbing with his own friends, went to a hotel, he destroyed the hotel room. Didn't even know how he got back. I helped him get back. So, like, I'm not the problem causer. So I went, and so listen, he's not the one to tell me, stay away from nothing. I was telling him, leave me alone, don't come back around my
But why
parents'
are you
house.
on his property to tell him what? If you're going to leave
Because
each
first
other?
of all, he was trying to be a bully, and I went to go straighten this out. I want to go straighten this out, man to man. Like, that's how we say it. That's how he says he'll never call the cops. Like, well, all right, you want to fight? He wants to fight. All right, so then we take it down one of the side streets, Dark. Man to man, we fight, we come out, we shake hands, it's over with. Let's just let it go after that.
Were you trying to patch it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
what
you
happened
go over there
was,
to talk to him about
I
it.
knock on the door, he acts like a tough guy. I had a few drinks in him. Whenever he gets drinks in him, his girlfriend also knows, because a few times that's how the cars got damaged in the past. Whatever. I knock on the door, he opens the door like a tough guy. So I'm like, dude, I just want to talk to you. Would you come outside and talk? He's like, oh, dude, like starts like mimicking. He's got friends in there, he's talking, getting like trying to get jumpy in my face. So I'm like, come outside and we'll talk. And now I'm starting to get frustrated because I see he's disrespecting me and he's just being a total, jerk to me or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, let's go out, come outside. We'll take it down the street if you want to get like that. But that's not what I was there for. Just straighten it out. Pete say, let's just get this over
So
with.
he asked you to leave.
So he asked me to leave, and he slams the door. Actually, he wasn't even like that. He just slammed the door in my face. He didn't ask me to leave. He slammed the door in my face. So I'm like,
So why didn't you just leave?
well, by then I was frustrated by the way he was treating me. So I was already blowing steam out my ears. So I'm knocking on the door. I'm like, all right, come on, let's answer the door. Talk to me like a man. Let's talk like a man. Instead, I hear him in there talking, screaming, whatever. Honey, give me my gun. Give me my gun. Before I've seen his gun before. It don't threaten me. It don't threaten me. So I'm like, whatever. Come outside. Come outside. So I was leaving. As I was getting ready to leave, he opens the door and shoves me from my back down 4 or 5 stairs it is, little stairs, whatever. Now I'm fuming, because then he ran in the house and slammed the door. So now I'm like, you know what? That right there was, why do that while my back's turned? Why wouldn't you come out and face me? And
So what'd you do?
so from there, I went back, knocked on the door again, and I'm like, come outside, come outside, come outside. But by then, I didn't realize that when I went down the stairs, I might have fell into the car, which I do believe I did. And a friend of mine, I did fall into the car, because the car is only from here to her.
Okay,
And
but
the stairs is right there.
right, but how would you fall down
And I was a
the
little
sta-
upset, so
Can
I
I
went-
talk?
So is it possible this defendant fell down the stairs and the momentum carried him into the car?
No way. That's a real dramatic story. That really is.
Is it possible?
No, it's not possible.
So you think he did it out of anger?
Yes.
Are you nodding?
No, it had to be out of anger.
No way that momentum can push you down a flight of stairs into the curb.
No way. No way. Not at all.
I'm buying what you're saying. Going inside the courtroom.
How would you fall down the steps, then carry the momentum to hit the side of the car like that?
Well, I was pissed. I'm sorry. I was mad.
Okay, so you did it on purpose, not if you were pissed, then
Yeah,
you-
it was sort of on purpose, but
Okay,
I tried
was
to
it sorta
control
on purpose?
myself.
Did
I
you
tried
kick
to
it?
control myself.
Did you kick it?
I
Because that
tried to
looks like
control
a kick.
myself before I did any serious
Kind of
harm
looks like
to
a
him.
kick. Is it a kick?
All right, yeah. It was, but what I'm saying was that, listen, what I was trying to say was that
I gotta
this
tell you,
wasn't.
if he didn't call Dyfus on you
No.
falsely, I would want to keep him around as a friend because he's very entertaining. So,
But what I'm saying, John, is
So-
that I don't think that this was what they're asking to sue me for, $2,000.
okay, so you feel that you're not disputing that you kicked the car,
No,
or at least
because
now
at
you're
the
not.
moment-
You're not disputing you kicked the car. You're just saying that you think they're blowing up the
At
estimate.
the moment, I told him, let's go get I apologized to him like 2 days later, whatever,
Did
and
he?
I said,
He confessed and apologized?
Not that I'm aware.
oh, this
Not
is,
that it- no.
I understand that, but I wanted to get it taken care of. Instead, they brought me to criminal court on this.
Oh, and what
Yeah.
happened with that?
And why didn't it get dismissed is because that I was
Did you
there
take a
6
plea?
times.
Did you take a plea?
Yeah, I took a plea for
Okay.
disorderly conduct.
All right.
That was all it was. That's all
And
they
then you
brought
had
it down
$400
to.
in
And I paid
fines
the
for disorderly
Yeah.
conduct.
So, but no, I feel is that money could have went to when I asked them to repair that little dent. That was it.
All right. What's your pain and suffering that you are claiming $900 for so you can double up your case.
He's my neighbor. I don't want there to be any problems. What happens if he comes over out of anger again and does something else?
I don't know. Why would that entitle you to have him pay you Your fear that something's going to go wrong in the future is going to entitle you to make him pay you double what your lawsuit's about?
Your Honor, we're happy with whatever you decide.
That means so much to
accept.
me. Okay.
I'm glad.
All right. No on your missed days of work. No on pain and suffering. This isn't a pain and suffering case. Pain and suffering is for personal injury type cases, not for this kind of case. I suppose you could ask for punitives, but since your husband, is it your husband or your boyfriend?
Fiance.
Oh, really? Where's the ring? There you go. Do you have a date?
Not yet.
How long have you had the ring?
A while.
Yeah, because the kid's 5.
I know.
All right. Okay. I presume that you could ask for punitive damages, but given the fact that your fiance shoved him down the steps, I don't know that you two are really in a position to say his behavior was so outrageous we have to teach him a lesson, because his behavior was pretty outrageous too. Therefore, the estimate on the car, which I find to be a reasonable estimate based on the picture that I'm seeing, is it $812.45?
I got 2 estimates.
Yeah, the lower one is $812.45, right? Right. So I am ordering $812.45 in damages and, of course, your court costs. Okay? That's my judgment.
Thank you.
Well, let's see what the defendant has to say about the outcome of this case here coming in the hallway after you heard what the judge ruled there.
I'm happy. I'm just happy it's all over with. I'm just satisfied. I'm satisfied with what the judge says. I think it's fair.
Okay, good. Is it all over with now between all of you?
It has been. It has been. We haven't actually talked in about a year. I just wish it never happened in the first place. It was a stupid choice I made.
So you regret what you did then?
Yeah, I sure do.
You ever want to just say sorry to the guy?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
They're right there, you know?
Yeah. I apologize. Sorry.
All right, nice. Okay. All right, right down this way, Officer McIntosh. All right, come on in here. What more can a guy say than that? Is that good enough for you?
It's fair. I think there was a couple things that could have been my day's pay, but that's okay.
Yeah. He just looked right at you and said, I'm sorry.
That's great.
Good.
I'm happy for him.
You're cool with everything now?
Everything's fine now.
All right, okay, good. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you know what? Once the defendant cops a plea, he's a cooked goose in civil court because the standard of proof in a criminal case is way higher. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.